Hello programmers, today we will see that how to use if, else and elif in Python. Basically we know the logic first, that what is the use of if, elif or else in a Python language or any language. In C++ we say else if instead of elif. So initially we use if conditions to apply some conditional statement. Let's say that here I have provided in this if I have provided some condition. If this condition is true, if this condition is true, then this particular block of code will run. If this condition become false, then flow of control will shift to this else part and this code will execute. To understand this thing more deeply, let's say we have assigned n a 10 value, and here I have said that if n is greater than 2, do this thing. Here let's say I have said that make n is equals to 11. So if n is greater than 2, do this thing, means execute this code, particular code. If n is not greater than 2, then this else part will run. So if condition is true, this block of code will run, otherwise this else part code will run. Now let's see that how we can use this elif between this if and else. So first know that why we need elif here. What is the use of elif? So let's say you have a situation in which you have to add some more conditions between this if and else. Means you want that my program should not execute this else part. It should check some more conditions before going to this else part. So here, what in this else if, what is happening? If this if condition is false, is directly moving this to else. But you want that some more conditions I have to add between this, so that it should also be checked before going to this else part. So for using this thing, we use elif. Okay, so let's say if this is true, then this part will execute and it will directly move to the code which is here after that else, this else. And if this is false, then it will not move to this else part, it will not move to this else part, it will move to this elif. Then this elif condition will be checked. If it is true, then this will execute and it will directly come to out of this whole structure. Then if say this else elif part is not true, then it will move to directly to else part. So this is happened if we use if, elif or else. Now one question is arises that why I am using elif, why can't I use if then else? So I will show you why you can't use if else in some of the situations. So let's see the difference between this if else and this if else if, because most of the students find difficulty in understanding this logic, that why I can't use if instead of elif. So what happened here, that if this if condition is true, so you know that the computer will execute this code. Okay, then after this, where it will move, here the basic difference between if or elif comes. So in the case of if, elif or else, if this is executed, that means this condition is true. If this condition is true and this code will execute, then computer will directly go to here. It will not check all other conditions because first condition is true. In this case, if this is true, then computer will not move out of this if structure. Not. It will again check another if condition. Same. If it is true, then it will execute this. If it is not true, then it will move to another if. So what is happening? Whether this if is true or not, this true or not, the another if is executing automatically. There in case of ELIF, if it is true, then this is executed. If it is false, it directly moves to the down part. Whether in this if else, if this is true, then this is executing, but flow is going to next if. It's again checking this if condition. Similarly, if this is true, executing this code and again going this condition. If this is false, then this else part is coming, and this is true, then this is coming. Now here you will understand the difference. So what is happening from here to here? If this is true, then this code is executing and flow is moving to this if. Then this if code is checking again. Then if this is true, then this is executing. If it is false, then this if is checking again. If this is false, then this else is coming. If true, then this is coming. So this is the difference between if else and if else, elif or else. Now one another thing I will tell you. So the thing that I was talking about is that in if condition we have a some condition, but in else part we never see a condition because it execute all those which are not true. Same in if and else if. In if part we have a condition, in else part we will have a condition, and in else part we will not have any condition. This is the basic difference. Now one more thing, that you can't use elif without using a if statement above. So elif does not exist itself. You must use if first, then elif, 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 then else. So you must have get the logic of if, else, elif in Python language. Similar thing is happen in JavaScript, Java, C++, and C language. So thank you for watching, and subscribe our channel for more related videos. So let's see the implementation for this particular if else elif. So let's say I have taken n is equals to 10. So if n percentage 2 is equal 0, print it is a even number, even, else print odd. So if n is even, then it will print even, and if it is not even, it will go to odd. So it is even. Change the value, say 5, so it will say odd. Now if I add more condition here, if n is greater than 2, print greater than 2. If n greater than 3, print greater than 3. So what will happen? This first n percentage 0 will get false value, then it will move this if part, then it say yes it is true, it say greater than true, again move this if part, yes it's greater than 3, again 3, then else part will not run because this if is true. So run this, so greater than 2, greater than 3. And what if I use else if here? What it will do after once it get false, it comes there and say yes, it is true. And once it is true, it will not move elif part or else part. It directly comes here, and here I have said nothing, so it say only greater than true. So there's a difference between if else or if elif elif. So thank you for watching. I think you must have understand the logic, and keep coding. Subscribe for more related videos. Thank you.